Welcome to Dub Nation, your home for all things Golden State Warriors. Highlights, hot takes, and pure Dubs energy. Join the squad. This is where champions live.
Who are in a dire need of a point guard. The next is certainly Al Horford, the 39-year-old former NBA world champion. Here's a player that's averaged at least 6 rebounds per game in his career. Keep an eye on a team like possibly the Golden State Warriors. They need front court depth. Horford would be a perfect fit in Golden State. And then, of course, the group of four, I call them. This is the restricted free agent group. Josh Giddey, Jonathan Kuminga, Quentin Grimes, Cam Thomas. Those players should be off the board, but they are restricted free agents. Their team has the right to match on any offer sheet. The market has dried up with cap space. There is no money out there for a team to give an offer sheet. So we'll see what happens with the future of those four players.
Every single one of those guys on that list could help a contender. We'll see if any of them are on the move, but those restricted guys, they're tough to move, so we'll see what happens with all this.
The Golden State Warriors are teetering on the precipice of a collapsing dynasty. The NBA is a league possessed, worshiping at the altar of youth, where franchises hoard 20-year-old prodigies like they're the key to basketball immortality. But the Warriors, they're not just defying that obsession, they're setting it ablaze. This isn't a rebuild. This isn't a patient nurturing of potential. This is a raw, desperate, all-or-nothing fight for the present. For right now, the name thundering through the Bay Area like a call to arms, Al Horford. At 39, this former NBA champion, a colossus who's averaged 2 rebounds per game across 18 battle-scarred seasons, is the Warriors' audacious, polarizing answer to a front court that's crumbled into a desolate wasteland. After Kevon Looney's departure to New Orleans, Golden State's paint is a haunted void, a graveyard of squandered chances. Horford, with his 38% three-point shooting and defensive brilliance, isn't just a player, he's the final, indispensable piece to Steph Curry's last championship puzzle. But here's the soul-crushing reality. Horford's staring into the abyss of retirement. Will he join the Warriors' courtroom of basketball masterminds, or will he leave Steph stranded in the fading light of his career? The clock is ticking with a deafening roar, and Golden State is betting their entire legacy on this gamble. The league is watching, and the stakes are nothing short of cataclysmic. But while Horford's decision looms like a gathering hurricane, a deeper, more insidious crisis is ripping through the Warriors' core. Let's plunge into the treacherous quagmire of their restricted free agent saga. The NBA free agency market is a merciless slaughterhouse, and the Warriors are trapped in a suffocating stranglehold. 4 names: Jonathan Kuminga, Josh Giddey, Quentin Grimes, and Cam Thomas, languishing in a restricted free agent purgatory. Their futures dangling by a fraying thread. These aren't just players. They're potential franchise saviors, each averaging double-digit points in the 2024-25 season. Yet they're chained to their teams by a cruel, unyielding system. Kuminga, Golden State's 22-year-old prodigy, erupted for 1 points per game, but was shockingly benched late in the season, igniting whispers of a fractured relationship with Steve Kerr's staff. Giddey, Chicago's 22-year-old maestro, dazzled with 6 points, 1 rebounds, and 2 assists. A near triple-double phenom on the cusp of stardom. Grimes, a defensive pitbull for the Sixers, averaged an estimated 2 points, while Thomas, a 5-point scoring assassin for the Nets, lit up scoreboards. Yet they're all stranded. Why? The NBA's new collective bargaining agreement is a financial executioner, slashing cap space and crushing ambition. Draymond Green unleashed a blistering rant on Threads, roaring that the CBA has murdered free agency in cold blood. Only 12% of NBA teams have meaningful cap space in 2025, per ESPN's cap projections, leaving offer sheets as rare as unicorns. The Warriors could match any offer for Kuminga, but the price is apocalyptic. A bloated contract could torch their pursuit of Horford, forcing a gut-wrenching choice between a championship and their future. Every franchise is paralyzed by the same brutal math, and the market is a wasteland. This isn't a negotiation. It's a high-stakes poker game where one wrong bluff could obliterate an era. The Warriors are hemorrhaging, and the NBA is holding its breath as Golden State wrestles with their young stars. One man could rewrite their entire narrative. Let's turn to Al Horford and why he's the cornerstone of their defiance. Al Horford isn't just a player. He's the living embodiment of Steve Kerr's basketball utopia. Envision a 6'9" veteran who drills 38% of his three-pointers, sets screens that could shatter bones, and commands defenses with the precision of a chess grandmaster. In the 2024 NBA Finals, Horford started all 5 games for Boston, averaging 8, 0 points, 6, 0 rebounds, and delivering a defensive masterclass that left Luka Doncic gasping for answers. He's not chasing TikTok fame or highlight montages, he's chasing eternal glory. The Warriors, with Steph Curry at 37, Draymond Green at 35, and Jimmy Butler at 35, don't need raw, unpolished talent. They need certainty, and Horford delivers in spades. He spaces the floor with 36, 3% three-point shooting, carves slashing lanes for Steph, and lets Draymond dominate. At the 4, no more spacing nightmares like the loony Draymond lineups that suffocated their offense. No more defensive meltdowns from Green bigs. Horford's 2, 1 assists, 1 blocks, and 60 games played in 2024-25 S-Cream high IQ devastation. He's the sniper in the corners, the anchor on switches, the voice bellowing coverages in the chaos of pick and rolls. He sets screens that free Curry for game winners and rotates without foulinga rarity in a league of reckless defenders. But the rumors are electric. Horford has a handshake deal with Golden State, yet Kuminga's looming contract could unravel it all. Posts on X are buzzing, with insiders claiming Horford's camp is 50-50 on retirement versus signing. This is the Warriors zagging while the league zigs, a move that could either cement their legend or plunge them into infamy. This isn't just a signing, it's a tectonic shift, and the NBA is on the edge of its seat. But what happens if Horford turns his back? Or if Kuminga's future forces a devastating pivot? Let's confront the controversy tearing the league apart. The NBA is drunk on youth, worshipping the promise of the next big thing like a cult. The 2024 champions, the second youngest in league history, have every team scrambling for teenage unicorns with boundless potential. But the Warriors, they're staging a full-blown rebellion. They've got Steph, Draymond, and Jimmy Butler veterans who've bled for every inch of hardwood, and now they're chasing Horford, a 39-year-old who could hang up his sneakers tomorrow and leave them in ruins. This isn't a rebuild. It's a defiant middle finger to the league's obsession with tomorrow. Critics are howling from every corner. Why gamble on a 39-year-old when Kuminga's 22 and oozing upside? Others counter that Horford's championship scars starting all 5 games in the 2024 finals, anchoring Boston's top-ranked defense trump potential that might never bloom. The Warriors tried the 2-timeline plan, balancing James Wiseman and Kuminga with title runs, and it squandered 3 precious years of Steph's prime. Now, they're done betting on the future. Horford's signing could redefine their identity. But it's a brutal slap in the face to fans craving a youth movement. This decision will spark firestorms on podcasts, talk shows, and X threads, dividing the basketball world like never before. As the Warriors double down on experience, the clock is ticking on their legacy. Let's close with what this means for Steph's final battle. This is the end game. Steph Curry, at 37, is defying the laws of time, draining three-pointers with 7 seconds left to steal victories from the jaws of defeat. But the Warriors know a brutal truth. Raw talent won't carry them to the promised land. They need Horford's mind, his heart, his battle-tested soul. If he signs, Golden State transforms into a high IQ juggernaut, not a highlight factory chasing viral clips. Kuminga, Giddey, Grimes, and Thomas could reshape the league. But their futures are shackled by a ruthless CBA that's left only 12% of teams with cap space. The Warriors aren't waiting for 2030. They're forging a squad to strike in 2026, to seize one final ring before the curtain falls. If Horford joins, this isn't Steph's farewell tour. It's a war cry that will echo through the ages. The Warriors are doing it again, and the NBA should be quaking in its sneakers. Will they capture glory, or will this gamble collapse in a blaze of regret? The answer will define a dynasty. What's your verdict? Are the Warriors masterminds or madmen for chasing Horford? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more NBA fire. The free agency saga is far from over. Stay locked in. This is Dub Nation, where Warriors never back down. Hit that like, drop a comment, and stay locked in for the next big play. Till next time, Dubs out.